Hello everyone. Okay, so today what we're going to be making is Cake Mix Toffee Bars. Not a lot of ingredients, but super delicious. Let's just start over here. We're going to need one 8-ounce bag of the Heath English toffee bits. We're going to need some semi-sweet chocolate chips. We're going to need a box of cake mix. We're going to need one full stick of butter, some pure vanilla extract, a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and then one large egg. And then I'm going to be using a 9x13 pan. You do want to grease the pan. I will be using butter. I won't use that butter because we will be needing that entire stick for the recipe, but I'll just go ahead and grease my pan with butter. You can grease your pan with whatever non-stick spray or whatever you prefer. So what I'm going to do is I will get everything measured out, which it pretty much all is except for the vanilla extract and the chocolate chips. Once I do that, I will be back. I did butter my baking dish. I emptied out my cake mix into this bowl. I just took the lid off of the sweetened condensed milk, got my butter in a bowl, just cut it in half. I have 1 full cup of the chocolate chips and then 1/2 cup. The half cup we're sitting to the side until later. Like I said, we're gonna be using the whole 8-ounce package of the toffee bits, so I just left them in the bag. I have 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and then the 1 egg I just beat up a while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything off the stove except for what we're gonna do first, and then I will be back. Okay, I went ahead and just turned my oven on, so go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I went ahead and melted my butter in the microwave, and I just used the reheat button and then halfway through stirred it. So what we're gonna do now is pour the butter, the melted butter, the egg into the cake mix, and we're gonna give it a good mix. Now, it will be more on the drier side, so it's not gonna be like your typical cake mix. That's totally normal, it's fine. It's gonna be more like a dough. I will start off using the spoon, but I will more than likely end up using my hands to finish mixing it. And then I went ahead and got this pan out a while. It is a big pan, however, I like this one because it's non-stick. So yeah, go ahead and mix your butter, your egg into your cake mix, and then once we're ready for the next step, I will be back. Okay, I got my dough all mixed together. And then what we're gonna do, I just put my pan on the burner here. I just turned the heat on low, and we're gonna mix together the 1 cup of chocolate chips, the 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You do definitely wanna stir it so it doesn't stick. We're just going to heat it up until it's all melted. And then in the meantime, you're gonna take we're gonna leave about 1/2 cup of this dough behind. The remainder of the dough, we're gonna go ahead and press into our baking dish. So once I do that, I will be back. Okay, I got my cake mixture into my baking dish, and I just kind of press it out as best I can and try to get it as level as possible. And then the remainder of the dough I have here, which I'm just going to sit aside. And then I have my burner on low, and I just do go in here occasionally and give it a stir. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually put my phone down so I can give this a good stir. And then we're gonna take our Heath toffee bits and we're gonna just sprinkle them on top of this dough. So once I do that, I will be back. Okay, I got the toffee bits sprinkled on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sit this off to the side. I still have my remainder of the dough here. And then I'm just gonna continue to stir this until it is melted. Okay, we are almost there. So once these are fully melted, once the chocolate chips are fully melted, you're gonna quickly take the mixture, pour it over your Heath bar topping, and then once you pour all of your mixture, once it's melted, onto your toffee bits, you're gonna take the remainder of your dough and you're just gonna take little pieces and sprinkle it all over the top. Okay, I got my mixture into my pan, and I will tell you, it does start to cool off quickly. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take the remainder of your dough, sprinkle it on top, and then I will be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, I got the remainder of the dough on top. So now you're gonna go ahead and just put it in a 350 degree preheated oven, And we're gonna bake this for about 30 minutes or so. So what you're gonna do about 10 minutes before it's done, you're gonna just open the oven, sprinkle the remainder of the chips on top, put it back in the oven for the remaining 10 minutes. And then once it is done, you're gonna go ahead and pull it out, and you're just gonna place it on a cooling rack and let it cool. But once I pull it out of the oven, I will be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, our Cake Mix Toffee Bars are done. I did bake it for 30 minutes. Last 10 minutes, I did sprinkle the remainder of the chocolate chips on top. I do have it on a cooling rack, so now what you're gonna do is you just wanna make sure it is cooled before you cut them. Once they are done, I will cut them and we'll give them a taste. Okay, our Cake Mix Toffee Bars are done. Oh my goodness, let's give it a taste. Oh my. Delicious. Still just a little tiny bit warm in the middle. Absolutely amazing. If you have a sweet tooth, you will love these. So good. Now, what I'm gonna do is, when it comes to storing them, I'm just gonna put the lid over my baking dish slash casserole dish. And you can just store it out on, on a counter. And they can be stored at room temperature. But yeah, absolutely delicious. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye everyone.